Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be talking about my Gravekeeper deck. Now this is actually what I'm going to be using as my anti-meta card for when August starts to end, because with the new decks that are coming out, this is actually going to be a pretty good deck for countering those. We got 3 Necro Valleys, self-explanatory card. This thing actually is Scream anti-meta itself. We have 2 Wonder Wands to help with draw power. 1 Allure of Darkness, again for the draw power. 1 Royal Tribute, just to kind of screw your opponent over once you get their hand discarded. 1 Gravekeeper Slate, nice card. 1 Fire to Doomsday. Now this card actually helps more with the tech choice mantra I made in this deck, which is, I'll get to him later. 2 Curse Armentine. Now this actually is a tech choice I used to combine with another tech choice, Magical Hats. Now the reason why I picked Magical Hats was to reset Spy, which I'll explain as we get there. 2 Gaga Shields. Most of the time when you're playing, I use this mostly to defend the weaker Gravekeepers, because people are going to try like Dark Hole or other stuff, or if I play Gravekeeper Shaman, because Shaman can be pretty hard to get over if you play this card with her. 2 Magical Hats. Now Magical Hats here is mainly to help me like reset Spy, reset Guard, basically reset some of those Gravekeepers and get their effects another time, as well as thin my deck. Now we got 2 Imperial Tombs. Basically a Solemn Judgment once you got a Gravekeeper and Necro Valley out, which is really not that hard. 3 Rites of the Spirits. Mantra Reborn for Gravekeepers. I mean, it's pretty much one of those things that make Gravekeepers tough. We have 1 Night Assassin here. Basically, if I don't have Necro Valley up and I discard them by some way, I can recover one of my spies or guards. Now the Super Macy Sun here is actually really nice because Necro Valley does not stop effects that are their own. So basically the Sun can revive himself, so he's unaffected by Necro Valley. And having original attack and defensive free doubts, and the fact that he got to be tribute summoned first time makes him pretty hard to get over, since people like to 101 and they can't 101 him at first. We got 2 Noblemen. Noblemen just basically to help get that Spy out here quicker. 2 Recruiters. It's not a bad number. It kind of lets you thin out that deck even more. We have 2 Guards. The Guards are basically to get rid of problematic monsters like Sadal Midrats. What's another one? Trying to think of another. Moonlight Rose Dragon. I mean, yeah, problematic monsters. 3 Descendants. I mean, he just gets rid of any card, so he's really a card that always helps having him at 3. We have 3 Commandants. Commandant is actually that card that just lets you thin out your deck even more, get those Necro Valleys to your hand. So, and he also is a name for your Visionary. Now we have 3 Spies. Spies kinda hard in tone but Gravekeeper decks a lot of times, since they get all your plays started. We have 1 Summon. Summon is basically that defense card, and makes it so all your opponent cards in their graveyard can't be activated. And it protects your field spell. Plus it kinda has a reverse Visionary where it gets 200 defense for every Gravekeeper in your graveyard. So definitely can be hard to get over, and with this in Necro Valley, it's kind of hard for your opponent even to play out a bit. And we got 2 Visionaries, which basically they can protect themselves from being destroyed just by discarding Gravekeeper, and they get 200 attack points for every Gravekeeper in your graveyard. So they are pretty stable once you get them out. Now we're going to go into the side deck. So for my side deck, I have one Forbidden Graveyard. Basically, as we know, the meta is pretty much all about graveyards, so this Forbidden Graveyard pretty much will set them down for that one turn. I mean, I know Abyss Dweller is a thing, but Gravekeepers can't really XYZ too easy, so that's why I don't use XYZs. We have two secret. Basically what this does, if my opponent isn't playing a deck that has a field spell, which most of the time they aren't anymore, or have any kind of spell card, and I have my Necro Valley and Gravekeeper, they can't attack with their monster the first turn, and they can't use their effects that first turn. So if I know they're like a deck like Geargus, who don't have a spell card, I will put this in. If they're like a deck like Boojins, where I know they'll play Kaiser Coliseum, I will not side this in. If that makes sense for you guys. Now we have two Magician Circle. This is just kind of give your deck speed, since it lets me summon Visionary with no tributes, which is pretty good. And as I was saying, like, they can't really XYZ summon and all that to summon their limits, because you really only summon the one time anyways, and this card kind of can slow down a lot of decks played right. Imperial Iron Wall, this gets rid of Dimensional Prison or other stuff that if your opponent is really removed from play, savvy, they will get around your Necro Valley, and this is just an extra card that can stun them. Deck Devastation Virus. Basically, if they're using a lot of anti-meta cards like Effect Veiler, Max Seed, this card can really make them go minus. Or if I'm playing Geargus again or Han, I can really just kind of shut them down with this one trap card. Now we have another Shaman for the side deck. Basically, like I said, Shaman is a more lockdown. So if I know I'm facing a deck like Sadals or Dragon Rulers, there's another artifacts, I will side this in so I can get this card out as quickly as possible, because I know they are not going to have an out for this really. And once I get it out, I'll probably win the game. I got two Malefic Rainbows. It basically, for that, gives you a good attack point monster really early on. And that's pretty much it for why you're there. And the two Rainbow Dragons to be the milled for the two Malefic Rainbow Dragon. So that's my Gravekeeper deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you again. Bye.